What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 135 of Fresh Off the Mats here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, hello, hello.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to figure out a catchphrase or something to say.
Say
Up shows. I don't know.
The Jiu-Jitsu Joes, bro.
I know, but then, I don't know. We don't have an intro theme song.
We need to get one. We should.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bro, it's just one copy. I know last episode I'm over here saying I don't want to give him more stuff.
Now he wants to.
Every week it's a different thing. Bro. It's a different story, bro. Every week.
Oh my God, no. What's new? I don't know. What were we gonna talk about?
I don't know. Now I literally give it up to you now, unless something really major.
These motherfuckers. These motherfuckers, the people that come to this academy. These motherfuckers, bro. I can't believe Okay, so last night
he gets to say it.
Last night we're all lined up at the end of class, and I don't know how did we even start this? I don't even remember. Fabio was talking about the seminar coming up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Joe's gonna get his first degree. I'm gonna get my 5th degree, and Paul is gonna get his." And Fabio always says at the end of class, like, anybody want to say something, like, to the black belts or whatever? And we're all usually, most of the time, we're like, no, good training tonight.
Did you notice how he didn't realize at first either? He asked Paul twice. He goes, wait, what? He's like, wait, what did you say? He goes, I just want to say something real quick. Because I think Fabio was used to us just being like, good training, guys. Let's wrap it up. So Paul's like, I have something to say. And he starts talking. He's like, man, I really love this community that we have here. Thank you guys so much for being so welcoming. He just moved from New Jersey a year and a half ago. So he was just going on this. And for a slight second, I'm like, oh, fuck. He's moving back to New Jersey. He's leaving. He's leaving us. I got so sad and so concerned in the moment. And Danielle was like, I could tell on video, like, you were looking like, man, is he about to leave? Like, I was about to get real upset about it. That was the part, like, since I had to walk out, I couldn't see that happen.
Yeah. So this guy sitting on the side walks out. Mind you, there are people in a Tuesday night class that, like, typically are not at Tuesday night class. But I'm like, all right, cool. Like, people came to train on a class because they're day class people. This guy comes walking in with about 6 million boxes in his hands. And he goes, we just want to say thank you for, like, your 10-year anniversary and having the academy and all that stuff. I start to get, like, really, like, worked up. Fabio's, like, getting, like, emotional.
Both of you, dude.
And Fabio goes, I don't know what to say in these situations. Joe, say something. I'm like, oh, shit.
That man said, I'm going to cry. I'm already going to cry about this. And then he passed it to you. I was like, that man did that so fast.
Dude, these guys, for our 10-year anniversary in Southwest Florida, pooled their funds together, got us 4 speakers, a mixer, a time clock with rounds, like and a card that everybody signed. And I was just like, so floored. I didn't even know what to say. I was in shock and awe. Like, it was the nicest gift and like, they just all came together to do this thing. And we were all like, what? Like, we've been talking for a while now. Like, let's get I want to get new speakers. I want to, like, have, like, ones installed above and stuff. And, like, I don't know. It was just so nice. It was the nicest thing. And the card was beautiful. Everybody signed it. I want to get it. I'm going to go to Michael's to get a frame for it. I want to get a good photo of, like, all of the, like, when we all take group photos at the end. And I want to put the group photo and then I want the card framed underneath it. So I got to see about getting that done. I want to. Actually, maybe at the seminar when everybody's here for the seminar.
That'll probably be a good one.
That group photo that we take, that one I'll get printed out.
With promotions and all that. That's going to be a busy.
Then I'll frame it. I actually put it right on that blank wall right there.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be nice. It just... Man, I don't know, man. Time, like, it's so cliche. Time flies. Time really flies. Like, I feel like every week Fabio always says, man, tomorrow's already Friday or today's Friday.
Dude.
Time really does just fly. And I don't even know what to say. I don't know. I just feel like it was all in the blink of an eye. I feel like it was just yesterday I was driving down from New York here with all my shit in my car.
So when did you drive? 2014, you said?
15. It was the day after the ZombieCon shooting. I drove down the day after. There was a shooting in Southwest Florida that ended this parade that you guys did every year, and I moved down the day after.
It used to be a cool parade too. And that, bro,
it sounded dope as fuck. I never got to experience it.
That sucks, dude.
I know.
I mean, kind of good thing too, though, because you work down there.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the biggest events of the year. I'm saying
people said it was crazy.
Bro, you know how Times Square is? Like people are shoulder to shoulder, especially when it's busy. That's how downtown got. Yeah. Like when was the last time you've seen like downtown really get like shoulder? I'm saying everyone to the sidewalk, dude.
Maybe like New Year's.
To the sidewalks. Shoulder to shoulder. And people dressed up.
St. Patty's Day and New Year's are like the two biggest ones.
I forgot about that.
But not like
with dressed up as zombies doing crazy. Yeah, that
must have been a nightmare for bouncers. Because
that's what I'm saying.
How do you like even on Halloween? How do you check people's IDs when they're coming?
Just hope they're telling the truth.
Well, I mean, if they have an extravagant costume,
they'll probably turn away. Like, sorry, we just can't have you here. Can't risk it.
No, it was challenging. Trust me. There were times on Halloween where like they showed me an ID and I'm like, yeah, but you got all these prosthetics on. How do I know this is you? And I would make them pull up like their Facebook.
Yeah.
Like right there. You got Facebook? Pull up your Facebook.
That's a better way to verify versus just looking.
No, because people can lie on Facebook too.
Because we had already make a fake.
Yeah, make a fake like.
Have you said, bro?
20 years old, you make a
how
Facebook
dedicated you got to be
to the craft.
Fucking Jesus, bro.
But trust me, I'm surprised there hasn't been more people caught that way.
That's true.
But anyways, 10 years, Southwest Florida, blink of an eye, just a crazy thing. It was such a nice moment with everybody on the mats. I don't know. I loved it. It was, I don't know. I was so emotional afterwards.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I was saying, I was like, because Paul Beck and I, we were like really trying to get it all together. Like that's how we were the ones functioning everything, trying to make it all work. And so we were in the chat, and so we like right before it was happening, we were like, who do you think is going to be the one to cry? And so I was like, Joe's going to get mad. I was like, I feel like Joe's going to get mad. But I was like, then I remembered your belt, and I was like, he gets emotional at very serious things.
Yeah.
I was like, Joe might cry. So there's that. Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to see if Fabio would cry. I just wasn't sure about that because I think I've only seen him like kind of emotional once. Yeah. And I think it was when like Gutho was talking about him.
Yeah.
And then you saw that in Fabio, like it got to him.
I'm very bad at accepting gifts. I think this is just a character flaw of mine. I don't like to accept gifts from people. I don't know.
See him get his bill paid for. That shit's hilarious.
I fucking hate it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that stems from, but I've never been good at receiving gifts. My favorite thing to do, ironically, is to give people gifts. That's like my favorite shit. Like to see the joy on someone's face when they receive something cool.
You've heard the love languages, right? You've been in relationships. You've heard of the love languages.
Yeah.
So like gift giving is one of them. And I saw something where it's ironic because most people, if they are
the gift giver,
and that's a perfect example. It's easier to say it. Like if they're the gift giver, they tend usually to not like receiving gifts, or like in statuses of like anger. That's a way to also tell like that how someone's angry. If you know your partner versus those like 5 things, you can kind of tell if they're angry because they're restricting what they enjoy giving. So like,
wait, you could tell if they're angry.
So like for me, I'm big on physical touch.
Okay.
Right. But I also don't like it. Right. So it's like, it tends to be like personalities where it's like what they like to give.
Okay.
They might not like back.
Yeah.
And then, but also you can flip it and just look at it as an anger. So like if I'm angry, like with my wife or something, I'm probably going to restrict physical touch.
Oh.
Because now it's like people when they get angry tend to restrict what they
give to people.
Yeah. Think about it like your love language. Yes. If you're mad at someone, you're going to restrict your love. And that's kind of the way to see it. So like yours is gift giving. So obviously you're not mad or anything.
Yeah.
But in those moments of anger, you'll stop.
It just feels weird to me. Yeah. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to give people stuff. To receive stuff, I'm like, I feel so awkward. I'm like, what do I do in this moment?
Yeah. See, that's the hardest part. That's the weird thing. Like, you know what Matt always says? You just gotta be thankful. I'm like, yeah, I am, but that's so hard.
But I feel like I cannot express how thankful I am. That's the problem. I can't show you my optimal expression of thanks when people.
I feel like when dogs get to just wiggle, and you know that they're very happy, they pull their lips back. You're like that. There's only so much I can do as a person.
It's tough. I don't know. I've just always been this way. It doesn't matter if it's relationships or friends. Like I just don't like it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
either way. So planning the whole thing out was actually hilarious too. One, reaching out to everyone. You know how many times I try to make a group chat and then I almost included you? You know how many times I also was like, I just need to message everyone. Do you know that X
ruined the birthday party for me that way? She made a group chat.
It included you.
And included me. And I waited like half a day.
Well, they didn't realize right away.
No one noticed. And I just responded with, I can't wait for my party.
Yeah. I know there was like any group chat I get involved in, I check who's in it.
Do you really?
My first thing I do is I check who's in it. The group chats we're still in, I still check who's like just in them, who's left, who's still in. Bro, I need to know. So like literally.
I saw a meme that was like this guy sitting in a chair. It's like that one guy in the group messages who looks at everything,
in the fucking
but
shadows.
never talks in the group message.
They're just in the shadows, enjoying the vibes.
Fuck,
bro. So then planning that
must have been a nightmare,
bro. Trying to reach out to everyone because I was like, man, I don't know everyone's Instagram right off the bat, and then it's like, okay, this is their name, and then their Instagram handle has nothing to do with their name, so it doesn't pop up if they don't have their name exactly in their profile somewhere. And
you know how hard it is to tag group photos of the gym?
Yeah,
because some people's names on Instagram are not.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like trying to search for it, I was like, all right. So if I don't have their number and I don't have their Instagram, I'm hoping through word of mouth by seeing them. There's some people who are just not here that often. So like trying to plan that was also hard. And then what's it called? Then it came time to get things paid for. So like everyone was chipping in for it, right? And everyone was putting in extra. And now at that point, I'm sitting here in the gym because that's the best time to get it, or people would Zelle me. Because then some people will be like, oh, I'll pay you cash later. I'll pay you cash later. And then, oh, I'll just give you Zelle. And then they'll flip it. And I'm like, okay. And I have my notes app and I'm sitting there like, everyone God. So I can make sure that.
Now you know what it's like when the barbecue's coming up.
Yeah. I was like, God damn it, bro. You know, but also having to do it sneakily because I would do the transactions here. So like, people
I never noticed. Fabio never noticed.
That's the crazy part because people would just be walking up to me and they'll just be like, all right, here's the cash. And then, bro, there was one day people were putting it in the side of my bag. Like 6 people paid me and there was just 20s hanging out on the side of my bag. And I was like, yo, not even subtle.
I never had an inclination. I never noticed anything odd. I don't know. I just never picked up on it. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, that was
Splinter Cell shit.
Trying to get everything together, reaching out. And then planning the day to try to do it too. And that's also when I walked in that Thursday when I came and picked up the rash guard from you. But I also realized Thursday nights were popping and I was like, damn it, this might be the better day. But I was like, I can't make it on Thursday. So I was like, no, that would be the better time. So deciding the day, trying to get it all and then trying to tell people, hey, like now we have the day, like try to get here if you can, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. It was tough, man.
It was awesome. It was super cool. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to have the speakers hooked up here and over there and the clock with rounds and stuff. Huh?
I'll send the contact info.
Yeah. Just anytime. It's awesome. It's cool. I don't know. And it just means more. Like, you know what I mean? Every time I look at those speakers now, I'm just going to be like, bro, that was like everybody came together to do that. Like, that was super cool.
That was really the big hope out of the whole thing is that's what we were wanting. We wanted to make sure that you both understood like everyone here is very happy with what you guys have brought to everyone that has been a member here.
Oh, it's crazy because Fabio's dad told him this thing one time, and Fabio has reiterated this over the years and stuff. He said, bro, it's better to have friends than to have money. It's always better to have friends than to have money. And this just goes to show it. Like I said it last night, bro, I don't view it as a negative, bro. Like it kind of started out as this like negative joke, not negative joke, but like this like kind of jab towards me and Fabio, like between each other and stuff, like we're the world's worst business guys. And now over the years, I'm like, yeah, we're the world's worst business guys. I'm fucking happy that we're the world's worst business guys.
You're not just cutthroats.
No, because bro, it would upset me way more to not have as many people in the gym, but our prices are higher. Yeah. Or like, bro, be dicks to people and then they go away. You know how many people come back? That guy yesterday, Sal,
who was he?
That guy trained with us 6.5 years ago.
Damn.
And he just came back yesterday. Just so happened he came back yesterday when you guys were doing this whole thing.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly.
You didn't know who this guy was.
No.
That guy should be a brown belt, if not almost like right at his black belt right now. Dude, that guy is amazing. And like, you get that because people come back, people remember, people want to be treated like people, bro.
You guys have moved multiple times within that time frame. I've only been with you for 4.5 years.
He was at the Cape gym.
That's it. He had to be a starter gym to like, he wasn't
His office is right down the road now.
Nice.
So he saw the sign driving one day. He goes,
I
wonder if that's the same. And when he called me, he's like, do you remember me? I was like, Sal. And he started describing himself. I'm like, fuck, I remember you. Yeah, dude. And he came yesterday. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, you got to make the connections with people, bro. I'm sorry. Like, We've said it a bunch of times before. If you look at jiu-jitsu as a business only, this thing is going to fail.
Yeah.
This thing is going to, bro, Fabio don't drive a new car. I don't drive a new car. You don't see me in brand new fancy clothes. You don't see him in brand new. This thing has to be passion first.
Yeah.
If tomorrow, and I've said it before, if tomorrow this thing only paid the bills here and didn't give us 1 cent extra, I would be 100% okay with it. Doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. It's not a detriment to me in any way, shape, or form. This is just what you gotta love to do, bro. And one day when you open up Academy and Travis open up Academy and whoever, I hope that this same sentiment rings true to that as well, because the connections you make, there is no comparison to that. Oh, so you made $50 more off this guy this month. But if you get a flat tire and you need somebody to call in the middle of the night, can you call this guy?
Yeah, one of the things about that, like what I was happy about was like Cayman, right? When Cayman's battery died.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of people that I realized that it was like just a weird thing. It's not like he said anything or anything like that. Like he tried calling me and I gave a little jab at him, and that's when I learned that his battery died, because he like tried calling me when I was with my client.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see his car here. So I was like, how you gonna call me when I'm with a client, but you decide not to be at the gym? And then that's when he was like, I'm stuck at the other gym. And I was like, okay. But when I walked in and I said it to Nick, he was like, oh yeah, he called me. And then Travis said the same thing. He was like, oh yeah, he called me too. And so I was like, that just shows like, it's not just people, because I've seen it online where people will talk about their jiu-jitsu gyms, and I feel so bad for them that they don't experience this, where they're like, why do people go to the gym to try to make friends? Like that place isn't to be friends with people. It's just get your rolls in, get out, just like any other gym would be. And I was like, bro, how sad is that? Because I was like, bro, I love the fact that Cayman was able to just call so many people, because we're not just jiu-jitsu people here. Think
about how long Cayman has moved here.
Oh, what is it, 2-3 years now?
Something like that. Yeah. This is the friends he knows here. He moved here for a job. This is the friends he knows are us here. Bro, and to have this mentality of this is just a practice room, you come here, practice, and leave. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. If somebody calls me in the middle of the night, if somebody texts me, hey, bro, I need you. I got a flat tire, or my battery died, or whatever the case may be. Can you help me move? The amount of people in this gym that we've helped move from location to location, and things happen. Bro, when we move gyms, and the amount of people that show up on their free time to just help us put mats down, paint walls, all this stuff. Bro, you don't get that camaraderie if you just looking at people at dollar signs. Yeah. That's fucking stupid, bro. That day, do you remember the day that my battery died?
Yeah.
This was months ago.
Yeah.
I see Austin's car, and I call him, I'm like, hey, are you still in the complex? He was in the Kava bar next door. Came right out, gave me a jump. Bro, thank you to hell, bro, because without you doing that for me, you'd then have to call another company. Probably going to run you $150, $200 just for them to do the jump. Bro, all this shit. You got to be friends with these people that you're training with every day. I don't understand this mentality of like,
I don't get it either.
We're a business. Has to be like this. You're an asshole.
Yeah,
you're an asshole, bro.
Because I don't understand why I want to be that way. Because, dude,
it's the people business.
Yeah, like that's what I don't get. It's a people business. It is literally, and one, this is a very personal business as well, especially if you're a participating owner.
Yeah.
Like imagine it, like
your lives are on the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you guys were dickheads and it felt like it was just a training, and not saying like that's also terrible to just view it as a hard training room or something like that, but to just act, I guess, what is it, ambiguous, or like what's above the people? Like they're just literally, like you're saying, dollar signs.
Yeah. Oh, these people
you're gonna feel that where I wouldn't want to just keep rolling with you. If you roll like an asshole, if you end up treating me like an asshole, like they're gonna leave, bro.
And I hate this mentality of like it has to be the other way because that's what makes a tough gym. Like, no, I'm sorry. That's personal accountability, because I know when I roll with you, I know when I roll with Brian, I know when I roll with Fabio, I know it's at a different high pace. I know there's an agreement between us like, hey, you have a competition coming up, I do. Let's roll super hard with each other. If an accident happens, we get headbutt or we hurt ourselves. This is a part of the practice. But you and me know very well we have personal responsibility that when we go with that guy, Steve, at day class, who's 64 years old, we know, okay, I cannot roll with this guy the way I roll with Joe. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nice going hip toss, bro.
You could still have this be a martial art where we respect people, we help people come up at their own pace and still get the high level training.
Yeah,
this is a dickheaded move to be like, no, all my rolls got to be 150% or I'm not training hard enough. fuck right off, bro.
It's just
suck all the dicks. You're a fucking clown.
And my favorite thing too is like when people bring that up, it's like I'm seeing all these top instructors talking about it now recently too. I forget his name. The trained under Rickson. He posts all the time. I share his stories a lot.
Tom DeBlas?
Well, Tom DeBlas too. There's another guy I've been sharing under recently.
Rickson. Which one under
I think he was under Rickson. It's oh man, it went down the video. Oh no, him. Where'd it go? Right here.
Oh,
Chris Bones.
Yes.
Chris Bones. I'm pretty sure he was under Rickson. I want to say.
I don't know who he's under, but I've seen his videos. I think from you posting.
Yeah,
them.
But either way, they all talk about this whole concept where it's just like you should be able to control how you roll. Because like that is the mastery of it. Like he was talking about black belts the other day, and then there was another guy, Arroyo, the guy up in Tampa.
Yeah.
He talked about it too. He was just like, a good black belt isn't just because you win competition. He was like, the other belts is like, sure, you can get away with that because that's that. You could also put curriculum on them, but at a lower belt, being good at competing, that's a cool feat to have. Like that's you're making it up there. But once you're a black belt, you're an instructor. Like, how could you not be able to instruct someone to be able to do a move? Like, how could you try to say that you could perform? Because I guarantee you, all the top athletes, the ones getting first, second, and third, I guarantee every single one of them can also teach what they're doing.
100%.
So like when these guys think that, oh, I'm going to roll hard with everyone. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to roll with females. I won't roll with older people. I won't roll with kids. It's like, dude, that's where you learn.
Yeah.
Because if you can't figure out how to get it through.
If you can't control yourself, how are you going to train?
But not just that. Can you show them? Like, are you afraid that if they ask something that you can't answer it, and they'll be like, no, that's not it. It's just like, bro, well, then what's the problem? Then control yourself. Get better at the move.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't have
with
full
older
control,
people, smaller people, just make comparisons. When I roll with Steve, 64 years old, I just say, okay, I need to treat this like he's my dad. No. I need to treat this like I'm rolling with my dad right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling with my dad right now.
Exactly.
And that's how I look at it. When I'm going with a female, Becca or JoJo, I go, okay, this is my sister right now. This is Callie. How would I train rolling with Callie?
Terrible way to see that because I beat the hell out of my sister. It's not true.
Madison, you know what
Madison did join and I didn't, so I can't. I'm over here talking shit.
She actually did really well while she was training.
Yeah, I was mad.
I was very surprised how well she picked up on a lot of things.
Like she said, me and my cousins terrorized her when she was little.
So that's why she's scrappy now as an adult.
Oh yeah.
But this is how I think you have to look at these things. You cannot be this, I'm an annihilator. I need to annihilate every roll and 100 miles an hour.
Person.
Because at some point, guess what? You're going to come up against somebody better than you.
You're not going to enjoy that experience.
Hell no. I don't know, bro. I think when you're a black belt and stuff, and I think you realize this, you got to have a certain level of control. You can't just be this berserker who just does things just for the sake of doing things. I know when I roll with Elias. I know when I roll with Dan and stuff like that. I know it's got to be at a different pace than when I roll with John or Fabio or Johnny. That's a different thing. That's a mutual agreement. Hey, man, we're going to kill each other for the next 5, 6, whatever minutes, and it's all good. I don't know, man.
But it's, I don't know, dude. It's weird because I feel like people definitely should be able to also
control yourself.
But I think it was to Becca. It was either Becca or Jahan I was talking to, where I was like, one of my favorite things. No, it wasn't. Excuse me. It was, oh man, John and Mike, Krista, I believe it is. One of the two. Christina.
Travis's wife.
No.
Oh.
Yes, that Travis. Yeah. Yes. So I was talking to her and I was like, I'm trying to get to the level where like how you roll, how Fabio rolls, where John rolls. I was like, it's not that they're just skilled. It's like their level of skill. One, you can't do anything. Like even if I'm trying to frail and do whatever, I still like you guys are like, cool, you're here now. And I was like, that's what a black belt is. I was like, a black belt isn't just being able to do a move. Yeah. I was like, a blue belt can do a move. That doesn't mean it's like clean. I was like, there's no space given, full control. You can know that the move is coming and can't do anything. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to learn.
But also, so control the situation, but also control yourself.
Yeah, but that's
control
what I mean.
Yourself.
Like, you guys are so comfortable. No matter what the other person is doing, you guys are just like, okay, I'm working, I'm here. And the other person's like trying for their life. And it's like, the amount of control you guys have, it also translates to be able to do the move to such an efficient level because you're in so much control. Yeah. Like, you know how to ease up on yourself to where it's thing. Yeah.
This is, I believe everybody can learn this thing, but this is a patience. You gotta want it to be that way.
And I definitely can see
but I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say only for black belts, because I've seen blue belts roll with that guy who's 64 years old, and I see them, how they control themselves and they don't throttle. They realize they're self-aware to be like, oh, I'm a blue belt. I'm 25. This guy's 64. Obviously, I got to roll a little easier with this
And that
guy.
goes into the last part. We got to wrap things up. But the last part was with like how people grade their belts and they only look at it as competition. I'm like, that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Because you may have a white belt who's killing it, and then you promote him, and it's like, well, yeah, but does he actually know how to like chill with someone? Can he actually roll? Does he show that concept? That's why the belts. It's not just on performance or knowing the moves or showing up. It's like
it's a fabric clock,
dude. It's like the mental acuity should also be there, dude.
The belts to me are just they're a clock that's made out of fabric. Yeah. That's all it is. It doesn't mean a blue belt can't beat a black belt. It's just this just means you have a certain amount of time, and I don't know.
Started jiu-jitsu earlier.
Yeah. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Get your kids into jiu-jitsu, you cripple.
Yeah.
For the cripples.